Well, good afternoon, everybody. Happy Saturday. It's a really nice day outside today. Summertime is definitely waning, but it's sunny and warm. And I went for a walk a little earlier, got some coffee. It was great. Yeah, camping's done for the year. Vacations are done for the year. Definitely is moving more into the fall and autumn feeling kind of times. Today, I think I'm going to stream for about an hour and a half, like you do. And I think we're going to do a little bit of landscaping for a change. I'm over here in Mingus, the farming village. And I did bring a couple of tree saplings and some stone. And I think what I want to do is utilize, is it nighttime? It is nighttime. I think I want to utilize the farm I built last episode, make some wildflowers, and start kind of dotting those around. Let's see, I do have some bones. We might need more bones. Last episode, right around the corner here, we just built this little thing, and it's just like a tall tree or a tall flower farm. There's some redstone under here that engages the dropper, and the dropper should be full of bone meal, and then it makes a bunch of wildflowers. So yeah, we're gonna do that, take the wildflowers. And I think we've gotten some wildflowers up around the next village, but between here and there, we need to do some of that. So that's the plan, right? At some point, I might build more of these and maybe kind of wrap this wall around to kind of enclose this. We'll figure it out. I'm not sure how many I need. Let's grab a stack or two and see how far that gets us. I'm just making some wildflowers so we can do some landscaping. Okay, that's a couple of stacks. Let's see how far that gets us here. Just hoof it up here to the next village. You can see up on the hill there is the next big village, and this was all spawned into the world before wildflowers existed. So I want to add some of those. Not everywhere, but in some strategic places. The other thing I'd like to do while I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and plant these trees, because I want to cook some leaves so we can make some leaf litter, and like, you know, these trees here, you know, it'd be nice to have some leaf litter around those. Got one more sapling, yes. Let's do this one in some peculiar place, like right there. Okay, back at it. There might be some places that will be void of wildflowers. I don't want it to just be like a carpet of wildflowers from here to there, but some places where there's like other flowers, it just makes sense for them to be there, I think. And it's the kind of thing I just haven't gotten around to in an episode, because, you know, I'm doing other stuff. Doing other stuff. Okay, so up here you'll notice right away wildflowers and leaf litter. So this is as far as I've gotten with some of the landscaping. I think it looks great. You know, it just adds a little bit of character, makes it feel a little more lived in, a little older. So, where's the sun? Sun is right up in the sky. You know, just like here and there might be kind of nice. Like that. Again, we don't need it like carpeted. When you face a block, it's always going to put the wildflower in the bottom right corner, and then it kind of goes around like that. So once you kind of figure that out, you can kind of shape these the way that you want them. Yeah, that kind of thing. We do a few out here. I just want it so from the road, right? See, that just looks better. It looks like we're in a real world. It's one of those things where once you've got it, you really miss it when you don't see it all the time. Subtle. Nice and subtle. So I've been working on next Tuesday's episode. Doing some cool stuff. I don't want to spoil anything, but really starting to think about like what is next. This series has been fun, you know, and I'm doing what I set out to do, you know, just connecting villages, building roads, stuff like that. But I really want to do something different. I really think this series probably has another maybe couple dozen episodes, and then we'll pretty much have done everything I wanted to do in this world. And so I'm thinking about next episode, or not next series, and I have some pretty cool ideas. I want to do something much more redstone focused. I miss the redstone. We used to do a lot of redstone. I want to do something bigger. You know, the villages are cool, and you know, the world is very impressive. You know, we have a lot of big builds connected by roads and stuff like that, but nothing really gigantic like we did in our last series. Okay, that was a stack. Which is pretty great. Yeah, I think a few stacks might get us all the way to where we want to be. Let's eat some steak. If you didn't watch my last episode, you might be wondering what this thing is underneath my health bar there. In the last update, they added the locator bar, which is pretty useless when you're in a single player world. And so I did this mod. It's called Locator Lodestones. And so what you can do is you can make lodestones and then have it point to them. So like you can see all my villages now, which is really kind of cool. So that's what that is down there. Okay, so this space here, let's not do a lot of wildflowers, just so it looks more like a plains, a little grassier. But we'll do a few out here just to kind of match some of these other flowers. See how that looks. Better. Good, right? Here we got a bunch of flowers too, so we'll do a few over here. Sun is going down. Yeah, it really kind of fills it in. I think it looks great. Okay, sun's going down. Let's run down here to the stables and sleep real quick. Cha, choo, choo, choo. All right. My resource pack is so broken right now. Look at this bridle and this saddle. I think there's a new update. I just haven't installed it yet. Okay, some of our trees grew here, so let's chop them down. And then once we get a couple of saplings, then we'll grab all the rest of the leaves here. There's a sapling. Let's see, how are my shears? My shears are ready to break. Yep, not great. I have silk touch. That's a terrible use of a pick. We should probably run over to the iron farm and make some more shears real quick. Voila. Okay, let's go make some shears and throw these leaves in the furnace here. Choo, choo. Okay. Leaves go here. A couple pieces of coal. Great. I have iron in here. I do not. Oops. Shears. Put that back there. Okay. See, let's use up these last 35 wildflowers here. I think we're up here by the water. Okay. A little of that. See what that looks like. Pretty good, pretty subtle. Good. Oh, Enderman freaked me out. Like, what is that? Okay, so that's basically 2.5 stacks of wildflowers. So they go pretty far. That's great. Another couple stacks would probably get us to Mingus. Oops, forgot a leaf. Forgot 2 leaves. Forgot 3 leaves. Well, let's go grab some more wildflowers and see if our leaves are cooked yet. Since last time I live streamed, they mentioned the date for the next Minecraft Live, which I think is 27th, if I remember right. Just a couple weeks. And then we'll probably get the Copper Age drop right around the similar time. And we'll probably find out what's next, which is super exciting. That's what I'm most excited about, is like, what is the next thing going to be? Okay, definitely need more coal. Let's put a whole block in there. Boop. Wow. Looks like the iron golem killed the Enderman. That's weird. Wonder why he did that. Weird. Do they not like each other? I never noticed that being a thing before. Grab another couple stacks. What are we doing on bone meal? Pretty good. We've used about half of it. That's weird about the Iron Golem killing an Enderman. I have to look that one up. Okay, so here we got about down to here, and then we've got the stable here, and I think I want to bring a few out this way. So it doesn't look like they suddenly disappear over here. Like so. Great. All right, sun's going down. That looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and sleep real quick. Watch out. Okay. We'll do a few on this side. Great. How's that looking? Pretty good. Pretty good. All right, let's put a few over here. Take a look at it here. That looks great. You out here. That kind of thing like that. I don't know what it is. They just add a little bit more like fullness. Like there's like a layer that all the flowers kind of sit at, and these are just a little bit shorter. And so it just feels more alive. Okay, that was another 2 stacks. That went pretty quick, actually. Let's go ahead and cut down this tree. And then we'll get these leaves cooking so we can make some more leaf litter. Chop, 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 chop. These are shears. Yeah, that's way easier when you've got shears. Can I reach that? Okay. Yeah, let's go get these cooking here. I think another batch or 2 of wildflowers and we'll be able to get up to this village here, Mingus, and maybe the road that kind of circumvents Mingus. And then I've got another thing I want to get done today on the live stream. I want to add, I think, 1 more building. Sort of expanded this little area over here, and there's just like fence. So I think like right here, I want to build 1 more, maybe 2 more little houses. Yeah, we'll see what we come up with. I don't mind there being fence out here by the mine, but yeah, this just looks a little like an afterthought. Probably put some few wildflowers in here too. Okay, let's put those in there, these in there, grab those, eat, yum yum yum. Oh yeah, more wildflowers. How we doing? Nope, running out of bone meal. That's okay. Okay, let's finish up the wildflower situation here. Pretty much got up to here, I think. A few out here. Okay, and then I do want to go a little bit up here to the right where the horse track is. A few out here. And then it starts to get up a little higher in elevation, and we might kind of ease off up here. because there's not a lot of flowers up here. And so I want it to look a little more plainsy. There are some flowers over here though. Let's do that. Great. Okay, and then when we come back down, flowers will kind of increase. Looks all right. Okay, let's chop down these trees. Grab these leaves so we can make more leaf litter. Fantastic. Oh, sun's going down. Sleep real quick. Sleep, 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 sleep. There we go. Okay, let's chop down this tree. And let's see here. Okay, and then I need to drop something. Let's drop that. And let's pick that up because we're not gonna grow any more trees. Okay. Come along like so. Oops. And put a few over here. One there, maybe one there. Okay, how does that look? Pretty good. pretty good. I'm gonna dot a few around here. Good. So now with like a big area like this, I could do all of this too. I probably should do all that. We're never really going to go over there, as far as I know. How are we looking here? I think that looks pretty good. Again, we don't have to hit every single spot. You know, like for example, we have sunflowers here, but we don't have them anywhere else. And so, you know, that makes some sense. It's just a different sort of environment around here. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Let's see what's going on with our leaf litter situation. Whoops. Leaf litter. There's some. Throw some more leaves in there. So leaf litter is a little more deliberate, a little more intentional. We only really need it where there's trees. This should go pretty quick. There's only a couple of trees down here and then a few up by Coltrane. And same thing, when we put down the leaf litter, it will fill the space in the bottom right corner first and then kind of move across. Like that. Okay. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, got a tree here. Got a tree here. I don't think we need to do any up there. Oh, hello. Welcome to the stream. doing a little landscaping today. I've been running around doing a lot of wildflowers. And now I'm just doing a little bit of leaf litter. And then I might do a little bit of building down in the village over here. Pretty quiet stream today. Seems like people come in little like bursts. There'll be about a dozen people, and then people will kind of wander off, and then like a bunch more people, and very interesting. The vertical streams on YouTube are usually found in the shorts feed, and so I don't think people are always looking for a live stream. Sometimes people just stumble across it, and they're like, "Oh, that's fun." Do a little bit out here. Of course, the sun's going down. So yeah, here in the forest, I'm going to want to feel like I want to put it everywhere. That's what happens when you spawn a world before the update. Okay, that's all the leaf litter I've got on me. Still a lot of trees to kind of cover, but we're getting there. See if we can make it back to the stable before the sun goes down. I am doing okay today. It's a pretty nice day in my part of the world, so I got out and enjoyed some of the weather a little bit earlier. Run, run, run. Okay, let's sleep real quick. Shoo. Oh, hello, horse. Okay, enough landscaping for now. Let's go back down to this village. I want to try and add a couple more buildings down here. This village we really haven't touched for a long time. This is one of the first villages we built. I think it's so funny when villagers do that. They just stand at the fence and look out at the animals. So, recently we just expanded this out here. And we've got our wildflower farm right here. Hello, Gollum. I just built fences, but I think this looks kind of janky. And so, I think I want to add just a couple more villager houses, maybe here and here. Definitely do one here, then I don't know, we'll see how that one goes. Yeah, maybe. Might need to cut down this tree. We'll see what happens. That's some serious side-eye there from that golem. I do have a little bit of stone on me. So this village I did in stone and spruce, pretty much. Let's do this. Yeah, this will work. Need 1, 2, 3, and we'll have a door 1, 2, 3, like that. And then we can have another one here, kind of in that space. Then we'd have a little bit of fence here, a little bit of fence here, and I think that'll make sense. We don't really need any more farmers here in the farmer village, but since we expanded this out, you know, why not? Why not make it look nice? Let's see, let's go grab a crafting table real quick. And let's drop off some of this junk here. Okay, I got my spruce, I got a little bit of stone. Okay. Show me what you got. Just doing a little building, a little landscaping today. I think we're gonna make this one a little taller than this one. I think that'll just look good. Yeah, like that. And then we need to cut this tree down. So, Mr. Baba B, I assume that you were at home scrolling through shorts or reels or whatever we're calling them on this. I guess it's shorts on YouTube. And then I popped up, or did you know I was streaming and join that way? I'm just curious. How big do we want this building to be? It doesn't need to be very big. It was 1, 2, 3 maybe? Just scroll on YouTube, yeah. It's really interesting with the vertical streams. The way you find them is either you go to the channel page or you just discover them in the shorts, or yeah, shorts. I'm forgetting which platform we're on here. So it's a weird way to do it, but kind of fun for discoverability. Lots of people just pop in and are like, oh, you're doing a thing. Okay, 1, 2, 3, wall. Yeah, this will be fine. Yeah. I don't have any room. There we go. Don't need that. Put you there. Speaking of the show me what you got, I haven't seen Rick and Morty since the new voice actors joined. Just haven't paid for HBO or whatever it is. Yeah, we don't want this to be flush. We want to overhang. Like so. And I'm out of slabs. All right, Cat, you need to move. Come over here. This way. Nice. Okay, so there's one more building, sort of. And then I think we could put something on this little diagonal here. And that'll look great. I've seen clips, so, of the Rick and Morty, and they sound great, you know? My whole fear was the humor would change because he didn't have the weirdo. That's nice to hear that it's still good. All right, sun's going down. Let's do something different on this corner. So we've done stone with a spruce roof. We've done spruce with a stone roof. Oh yeah, there's the smooth stone roof too. That's what we should do, because we've only done that in a couple of places. That's the move. See, this goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure where the door is going to be, but we'll figure that out. I think the sun is going down, so let's sleep real quick. Okay, let's eat. Smooth stone. How much do I need? I wonder. Let's build the building. Well, let's just smelt some. I'll figure it out. You in there, put you in there, put you in there. Hello? Oh, goodbye. Hey, look out for the cat. That should be fine, right? Yeah, this will be fine. Don't think I have enough wood. It is what it is. Can I just punch these? I can't remember. Yes, okay. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. And then we'll make the wall come across like that. Yeah, that'll work. Keep going, he says. I'm going. I'm doing it. Thank you for the encouragement. Okay. So what is this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oof. Okay. And then I need to finish this roof and put that roof on. So let's go make some slabs. Excuse. Man, I got no room in my inventory. Clean up, clean up, clean up, clean up, clean up. There we go. Put you in there, put you in there, and then make some slabs. So, nice. What have we done for floors? We've done spruce, and stone, and smooth stone. Yeah, so same materials. Chicken. Come on, come on, come on. Mushroom roof. Mushroom roof. Yes. My my post-punk Rick Astley cover band is called Mushroom Roof. Click, 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 click. Okay, so that roof is done. And I think if we put a roof on here, then the monsters won't be able to climb up here. There we go. And this one is gonna come out like so. And like so. Yeah. And we'll have a little fence here, a little bit of a fence here, and then we can enclose this once we build more of the flower farms. And that'll look so good. So good. Where's the sun? The sun's going down again already. Almost, whoops. Almost put a floor in this place. We're just missing one block, I think. Yep. Nope, and it's raining. Now, let's see if we can get these buildings finished up, and then I'll probably call it about 3:30, just because I got some other stuff I got to get done today. Tuesday's episode, I've got, like I said, I got a little bit of a head start on that, and it's going to be great. Let me check something real quick here. Oh, I missed your question, Blaine. No, this is not the first world that I started YouTube in. This is the second world I have been playing in. So I played in one world for almost 5 years. And sun is going down. It got real big. It was awesome. You know, built some really cool stuff. I'm not going anywhere yet, don't worry. But yeah, it got so big that like even going through the nether, which is typically faster, still took forever. And so I decided to do a new world, and this is it. And I can show you a thing here. You go into here, map. So this is the world I'm currently in. And you can kind of see, maybe you can't see, we're kind of right in the middle of all of this, by the base of that big old mountain. And we've gotten all the way over to the desert, and then we've gotten way down towards the swamp. And every time I find a village, I make it better. So this was just a regular old village, and I built it up so it's safe. Every villager in this village is a farmer, and then we have a pumpkin farm where I trade with them to get emeralds. There's an iron farm in the middle. This is where all the farming happens. Kind of farm town, USA. And then you might have seen up on the hill, I don't know if we can see it from here. No, can't see it from here. Anyway, in that direction, there's another village. and it looks much more European, you know, much more peaked roofs, and it's bigger. And there's, yeah, a whole bunch of villages. They're all different, and they're all connected with roads, which has been kind of the plan all along. Find villages, improve them, and connect them all with roads. So I've barely been in the Nether. I haven't gone to the end yet. Very early game still. I just recently got diamond armor, you know? And so I'm happy with it. Like, it's cool what the world has become. It's a little dry. Like, I spend most of my time just building roads, you know? Which is not the most gripping content. I think some people like it. Some longtime viewers enjoy it. Others liked the older series better. And so what I'm thinking is, hello, Chicken. What I'm thinking is, this series might run about 100 episodes. Right now we're on about episode 65. And so once we kind of fill that whole map out, can you jump up? You can jump up there. You totally can jump up there. That's not going to work. So yeah, once I get all of the villages on that map kind of connected and built up, I think it's time for the next series. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-ish. 12 more of these. How long have I been in this world? Well, episode 65, so episode a week, year and a quarter. Yeah, about that. It's been cool, and like I said, I've done what I wanted to do, but like, I don't have elytra. I ride horses everywhere, which is cool and fun. If I was playing with people, it'd be a fun world to play in. But for content, it's just not the most gripping. And so my plan is, I think, for the next series, to do something totally different again. Minecraft YouTube is just so difficult to stick out or gain any sort of traction. There. Perfect. We will figure out the lighting a little later. And maybe a little decorating, put some beds in there so we get a couple more villagers. This will be great. Okay. Let's do a thing. Since we're talking about it, let's run over to our map building and take a look at the map. No, I don't want to live in the Nether 90%. You could. That could be a thing. So the thing that is a bummer about the first series I did is everything was so far apart. It just took forever to get anywhere. You know, you needed resources. You had to run all the way across the world, and it was a bummer. And unfortunately, even though this world is much smaller, having to get everywhere by horse... Oh, my resource pack is so broken. Hang on. Undo that. Done. So, yeah, riding horses everywhere takes forever. And again, mostly what I'm doing is building roads and villages. I don't do a lot of redstone, which I miss. I don't build anything real big, which I miss. There's a coastal village in that direction. So I think the next series, once we get this one done, I'm going to build in one place. I'm going to bring everything to me. One gigantic base with every kind of farm and every animal and everything I need in one place. And that way I don't have to go anywhere to do things, I would bring everything to me. I think that'd be kind of cool. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so over here is the map library with all the maps. Another series would be sort of interesting. I'm afraid it would get kind of dull after a while. You know, because it's just the same biomes over and over. On the 27th is Minecraft Live, and they're announcing what's next. And so we'll see. Okay, right now we are here in the map library. And you might have saw that we rode past another building. That's our main storage where we keep all of our stuff. And we were over here in Mingus. Mingus is the farming village. Thanks for popping in. Nice to have you here. And yeah, check it out. I usually do this on Saturdays, so always fun to talk to you. So yeah, the next thing we're going to work on is over here. This is our Mesa village that I found. And so we'll connect it up with roads as well. But yeah, you can see our road goes all the way around to here. And then we'll end up taking the road all the way down to the swamp. So once we get this done, that's going to be the end of this series, I think. Let's, speaking of maps, grab this map and update it with the work we just did. Shoo. All right. Once we get up and over the hill here, we'll start to get closer to Mingus, and we should see those new buildings and everything kind of render in on the far right of the map there. Okay. Slowly, slowly, and there they go. Oops. Yeah, just those two little buildings on the back side there. Oops. Cool. Let me get this out of my hand. You can actually look at it. Yeah, you can see me kind of staring at him there. I think that makes it look a little more complete, a little more enclosed. Yeah, feel good about that. Hiya. All right, sun's going down. Let's sleep real quick. Shoo. Let's grab this stuff. Actually, let's leave the leaf litter here because I got a little bit more work to do here with that. There we go. I don't need that. I don't need that. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to leave this fences here just because I might use some of those for decoration in the new buildings. Leave some of this here. Yeah, great. Okay, let's take some of this extra stuff with us so we can put it away. Yum, 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 yum. All right, back to the storage facility. Put some stuff away. We will put our map away. And I think that'll be it for today. Got a fair amount done. My hope was just to get some of the landscaping done between Coltrane and Mingus. And that went pretty quickly. Definitely need to get more bones from the mob farm so we have more bone meal. And, yeah. Hello, Coco Lux. Thanks for popping in. Just been doing some landscaping today and a little bit of cleanup over in one of my villages. And I think I'm going to put some things away here and planning on wrapping up about 3:30. So we got about 10 minutes left. Okay, let's stop off over here at the storage facility. Pretty excited for the copper golems. Once we have the golems, you can kind of see I've started preparing spaces for the golems to put things away. Their pathfinding and everything is a little wonky, so I don't think it's going to be especially fast, but I don't really care if it's fast. Okay, what do we got? We got dirt. Got logs, stone. Put the stone away here. Because right now I just manually sort all this, but what I'll do is I'll throw it all in here, and then the golems will put it all away behind the walls. Hopefully. We'll see. Wood. This world, just over a year. I do an episode every Tuesday on YouTube. And I usually stream on Saturdays if I'm available. And this world is all about finding villages and kind of connecting them together. It's pretty cool. The different villages are really awesome and all very, very unique. Oh yeah, I was going to put this away. And then we need to put the map away before I lose it. You can see like there's no leaf litter or wildflowers, so I started the world right before all of that. So I've been going through, and that's what we did today, is add more of the wildflowers and leaf litter in. And then over here in the map library, we can put our, our map of our village that we were working on a little bit today. Mingus is the farming village where all of our farms are. And that should be right here. Yes. So that's one village, and then there's a big village up on the hill, really massive bridge over the canyon, our nether portal, and then this village here was the one that we were working on most recently, the hilltop village. And then at the other end of the road, which goes all the way along like this, we've got our desert village. And then in the next episode, on Tuesday, hopefully going to head over to the mesa here where we found a village, and we'll end up connecting the road up somehow here and building some bridges and stuff. It's pretty cool. And then, like I was saying a little earlier, once we get all of this kind of discovered and connected, I'll probably do another series. Totally different. Really depends, I think, on what they announce on the 27th at Minecraft Live. If it's, you know, something like the Copper Age, where they're just adding a lot of stuff, I'll probably stick to my original plan. But if they do some sort of new biome or something like that, that might kind of steer what I want to do next. We'll see. We will see. But yeah, it's a pretty cool little world. It's a little slow, you know, because we haven't really gotten, like we don't have a Lytra or anything. I'm riding horses everywhere. It's coming along. Let's see, is sun going down? Nope, just looks dark for some reason. Okay. This stuff away, and then probably call it. So yeah, if you aren't subscribed, definitely do, and that way you'll get notified about the episodes on Tuesday. They're all, kind of like this, pretty chill. There's lots of building, lots of world building, that kind of thing. And then typically stream on Saturdays. Put our flower away, put our glow lichen away. Leaves. And let sticks go over here. I think I've got enough dirt. Well, I guess you can never have too much dirt. Here we go. Super cool. Yes, I think that's all I wanted to accomplish today. I feel pretty good about it. Grab our horse, head back over to the map library. I've got a little bit of that like radio voice. Yeah, that's, if you like that kind of thing, chill Minecraft, like just something to have on, I am the channel for you. I am not doing a lot of screaming and yelling. All right, let me set my spawn and take one last look here before we wrap up for today. Oh, hi Jordan, popping in right at the end of the stream here. So yeah, today I made a bunch of wildflowers. Here at Mingus, I built a little wildflower farm in the last episode, so I made a ton of wildflowers, and between Coltrane and Mingus, did a lot of landscaping over by our horse stable and all that. Also made some leaf litter, which we started to install. Up here where all the trees are, there's still a lot more to do there along the road. And then we came back over to Mingus and added a couple extra little buildings that just needed to be built. And that's pretty much all we did. Things are definitely coming along. I did start and have a pretty good start on Tuesday's episode. Tuesday, we're going to run over to this Mesa village that we found over here, start work there. Blazing Storms, welcome to the stream. Yes, so Mesa Village, we're going to start over there. And just like the other villages, we will kind of tear the old village down, build a better village, make it safe for the villagers, and then figure out how to connect it all with roads. It's going to be great. Yeah, sorry to those who just popped in right at the end here. I was started about 2 o'clock and I was going to go for an hour and a half today because I got to get some stuff done. But I do this on Saturdays. Now, all that to say, next Saturday, I got to work, actually. There's some stuff going on where I can't do a stream on Saturday, so no stream next Saturday. But after that, yes, stream on Saturday. So check out the new episode on Tuesday. And then do look out for the stream on Saturdays. There's the vertical stream, and I also do a horizontal stream at the same time, which you can find on my channel. So if you start in one, you can go and hop in the other if you prefer or whatever. Anyway, that's where I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you all for popping in. Really lovely to have all the conversation and to talk with everybody. Check out Tuesday's episode, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.